The judge was confronted with a heartbreaking case involving Mr. and Mrs. Paul, who made the extraordinary request to press charges against their own daughter.
This is my youngest daughter, Kayla, and we have her kid now, so we're trying to somehow get some more income because she's not giving us.
It's truly heartbreaking to witness a parent having to come to court over a matter like this.
You all are just that great of grandparents. Your children want to leave their children with you.
Yes,
well, they did such a good job raising me. They might as well.
Excuse me.
It's clear that abandoning her children with her parents hasn't sparked even a hint of remorse in Kayla. She remains trapped in some delusional mindset, actually believing she deserves praise for her appalling behavior toward her parents and her own children.
Excuse me, Miss Paul. Give me an opportunity to speak with your parents, and I promise you I will come over here to you, okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I think my mama always been jealous of me, honestly.
Jealous? What on earth could her mother be jealous of? Jealous of her responsibility? Jealous of her selfishness? Jealous of her sense of entitlement?
That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day.
Sounds like y'all need therapy court instead of support court.
Jealous of her?
That's what she said.
Is that why you went missing for a year and a half?
Seriously, where did she vanish to for over a year and a half? That gasp from the judge sums up exactly how we all felt hearing that bombshell revelation.
Listen.
I was taking care of business.
At 16?
Yes.
What kind of business at 16?
You know what? Let's finish this business.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
With the
They all
child.
up in my business.
Bragging about her so-called achievements while her parents sit there shattered, carrying the weight of her abandoned children. What an excuse. Kayla seems like yet another one of those career-focused moms who selfishly dump their kids on someone else's shoulders, all in the name of chasing their own life goals.
This child?
What is he, 6 months now?
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it's a newborn.
Yeah,
Yes.
You left your newborn baby with your parents?
every day.
Well, I mean, people make mistakes, and
So
I'm trying to.
he's a mistake.
It's hard to tell whether she's actually having remorse over abandoning her family or having the baby in the first place. Judging by her actions, it seems like the latter.
Mistake?
Wow.
You knew what you
Pretty
were
much.
doing.
If I could take it back, I would, honestly. But
If you could take what back?
Really?
everything that's happened over the last year and a half.
It's absolutely shocking to witness a mother turn her back on her own newborn like this. How unlucky is that poor child? Robbed of a mother's love and affection before he even had a chance.
So you were pregnant within the last year and a half. Are you speaking about taking that back?
Yes, it was a mistake. People make mistakes all the time.
Our grandchild is not a mistake, okay?
I'm
You're
going
right.
to
I love
I'm
him.
going to act like you did
You
not
love
just say
him?
that.
Finally, a firm response from the judge. Without it, who knows how much further Kayla might have gone with her outrageous claims to hurt her parents.
Yes.
I'm going to act
Show
like
it.
you did not just say that,
Wow.
and we're going to move forward with what's going on today.
Okay.
The reality is that you have a 6-month-old baby boy.
The judge's frustration is crystal clear, and it's about time Kayla gets the stern reprimand she so desperately needs.
Who you passed off to your parents. Okay? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. They're here today because they want you to pay child support for your son.
Okay.
Now, fully in her element, the judge is delivering a verbal wake-up call, putting Kayla in her place. For a moment, it seemed like progress was finally being made. But just as the judge was making her understand the gravity of her actions, Kayla came up with yet another lousy excuse to dodge accountability.
In my defense, they set up the baby shower and all of that. I never
What does
signed up
that
for any
mean?
of that. And
What?
at the baby shower, they let me know that if it was anything that I need, they would be there.
Right.
And I need them right now.
Wait a
and
minute.
So they should be here.
If the courtroom had been packed, the crowd would have either erupted in outrage or burst into fits of disbelief over the absurdity of Kayla's latest excuse. She left her kids with her parents because they supported her and went out of their way to make her feel happy and comfortable. What kind of twisted payback is that for the people who've done nothing but care for her?
They threw you a baby shower and told you whatever you needed, they would be there to help, right? Not to, is that a yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Even if Kayla had wanted to brush it off, there was no chance she'd dare cross the judge right now. The sheer frustration and anger in the judge's fiery glare made it clear she wasn't having any of Kayla's pathetic excuses.
To help, not necessarily take parentage away from you for your child. You understand that, right?
I understand.
They're grandparents. They're not parents.
Exactly.
Yes.
How could Kayla think it was acceptable to dump yet another child on her aging parents, who had already sacrificed their strength and years raising her?
So, don't you believe you should be financially supporting your baby boy while he's with your parents?
Hello.
I do, but at the same time,
But-
y'all doing it for Christy. Why can't you do it for me?
But let's be real. Her parents aren't in court for help with Christy's child. They've already sorted that mess out in their first appearance. This time, they're here to demand that Kayla steps up, whether it's by paying her dues or finally taking some responsibility.
That had nothing to do with that.
I mean, it's only fair.
So because
Life is
they
not
have
fair.
your sister's children, they should take in a new baby?
This whole situation is spiraling out of control, fueled by her sheer stubbornness and jaw-dropping arrogance. Does Kayla genuinely believe she can treat her parents like a free daycare center for her so-called mistakes, while she gallivants around the world chasing her career?
How many parents have gone to school and have raised minor children? It happens every day, every single day. So you're not doing anything that's special.
Let's not forget the real tragedy here. How much is that baby going to lose out on, growing up without their actual parents around to nurture and guide them?
This route, then your parents have to do what they have to do and make sure that you're at least financially supporting these children. Now, how much is it that you're making?
Wait till you hear her answer to the judge's question.
I make about $48,000 a year. Here they go.
They didn't even know you were making this kind of money?
I mean,
Answer the
not the one
question.
signing my
It's a
check.
yes.
It's absolutely heartbreaking to see a child being abandoned like this, leaving the grandparents who should be enjoying their later years burdened and struggling, both emotionally and financially. Strapping her newborn onto them and leaving them high and dry? It's beyond cruel.
Yes or a no.
No,
You didn't tell your parents you're making this kind of money.
I didn't feel like I had to
Why would you feel like that?
because it's my name that's on.
She's probably blissfully unaware of just how selfish and downright immoral she sounds right now, treating her parents and child like disposable burdens. It's painfully obvious where this was heading from the moment she opened her mouth, wasn't it?
Now hear me? You want me to say it a little louder? It's $250 for a health insurance reimbursement. Okay? Plus your child support obligation of $671.
Yes.
That brings monthly child support to
The judge wasn't about to entertain her nonsense for long, though. Without wasting any more time on her muttering and excuses, she laid down the law, slapping Kayla with a child support order. Every month, she'll now have to pay her parents to cover the cost of raising the child she so casually abandoned.
monthly child support to $921.
Okay, well, if I gotta pay that, I'm not coming around. Like,
Good thing she spoke up at this point, 'cause that reminded the judge of one more expense she had in store for her.
you're either gonna get child
And you know
support or
what?
time.
I missed something. I missed something because your parents asked for back pay.
Hello.
Back pay.
They asked for back pay since the baby has been living with them. That comes out to $5,526, and I'm going to have you reimburse that at $100 a month.
Thank
so,
you.
That's right, no more freeloading off her folks while living the high life, free from all the responsibilities of her blood ties. The judge brought this emotionally devastating case to a close with justice firmly on the side of the parents, making their selfish daughter finally face the consequences of her heartless actions. Leaving her child on the doorstep and never even looking back? Unforgivable. Now she'll pay for it quite literally.